Hello, everybody. My name is Natalie Cuello, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about my favorite children's book, particularly a picture book, and it's titled Stone Soup by Anne McGovern. And I really hope that you pay attention, that you listen, in case you haven't heard or read this book. I'm pretty sure you're really going to love it, okay? Enjoy! Okay, so I know that you guys are probably wondering, stone soup. What does this mean? What is the story particularly about? Well, everything that I can tell you, the shortest part of it, is that basically is about a young boy who approaches this little tiny cottage, and he's really hungry, and he's looking for someone to feed him. So when he saw that little cottage, he was like, "Oh, somebody's gonna feed me there." But that was not really gonna happen. So what ends up happening is that he starts tricking the lady into believing that you can actually make a soup out of a stone. But then you're wondering, how is that possible? How can an old lady fall into that? Well, that's where you would have to read the story or check it out, because he starts convincing her by doing other things, which later on she's the one who actually ends up not stopping herself from making the soup out of a stone, which at the end you can already assume the outcome of a stone cooking in a pot. Nothing will happen to the stone. But, however, did the boy get what he wanted? That's for you to find out and for me to not say. Oh, and actually, guys, the book is pretty affordable and you can find it in many places. You could either find it in Amazon, you could find it online, you can order it, and it's actually really, really cheap, but it's because it was written so long ago that at this point they're not even taking advantage of how good that picture book is. But if I were you, I would definitely go and check it out and buy it. So there are a lot of things that I really enjoyed about Stone Soup and the details that the author places in this book. So the first thing that I want to start off with is that the book is perfect in terms of size. It's like as big as a notebook, or a little bit, actually a little bit smaller or shorter. It's not that big, it's not that small, it's just right for children. Um, the pictures against the pages, actually, they're not all over the place. But every single page does have a picture, which is great, and I know that most children do enjoy having pictures all over the book instead of words. But it makes a combination, which is great because actually the wordings and the illustration do match, which shows like a complementary and at the same time symmetrical type of interactions among words and the images, which is great because it shows similar messages or the same message throughout the story. Another detail that I really, really did enjoy was the fact that the use of medium that was used was, in my opinion, the medium that was most likely used was oil painting. This book was written a really long time ago. It's actually during almost the 1700s was written. And by that time, particularly oil painting was the one that began to be used most in doing and illustrating these picture books. So most likely the medium that was used was oil painting. So the amount and quality of color is very important here because it tells us the things that the kids like, which is a lot of color. They like colorful things, they like things that shine and bright. So this book is in between. This book is a combination of relax and calm type of mood colors and at the same time energetic type of colors. We have green, we have orange, and we actually have a lot of gray. I see a lot of gray in these images as I go on in the pages. So what did I enjoy most about this picture book? Well, it really has to do with how humorous it was. it was funny. You know, you don't find an everyday sort of child or a young boy who can easily trick an old lady about making a soup out of a stone. Okay, it was really humoristic. I think that children would love it, and at the same time, I don't know, but I saw kind of like a moral sort of value of sharing. So at the end, I do recommend it to many children. I loved it very much. Still to the day of today, I love it. I read it all over again, and I remember of my childhood and how much I actually believe that a soup could be made out of a stone. You know, with our imaginations and how far away we go with imagining things when it comes to picture books. But that is the wonderful thing of picture books and the talent that authors have when it comes to you know, doing these things for children, which at the end of the day doesn't harm at all. They're actually normal. So I would really recommend this book, and I really hope you enjoyed this video, and see you later.